Well, shit, dude. Like,
Should I turn on my music? No.
all these beats, I'm happier in Montreal. Did you decide to come back to?
Well,
How old were you when you came back from Florida?
how old was I? I think it was like 16, 15 or some shit.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't really decide. It was like, I was in my freshman year of high school in Orlando and shit. Like Cypress Creek High School and shit.
Going to high school in the States.
Yeah, it was.
Everyone's got football jackets on and shit.
But I actually felt like just how it looks like in the you know, in the movies and shit. You're like, oh shit, those are like the basketball niggas. And those are the hoes over there. And those are the
Everything's laid out in front of you like a high school movie.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, cool, and it was fire, you know. And it was what's crazy about how when I came back, I had my first, like, I guess official ass like girlfriend and shit at the time, freshman year of high school. I was like, yo, it was hype, and it was like before the winter break, and like during the winter break is when like when me and my dad went to like the Canadian embassy or whatever, and then like we would be doing my passport, and he's like, yeah, you're about to go back to your mom's. I was like, what? Like, I was asking for that shit like 2 years ago and like, you know, throwing fits, and like I gave up and I was just like, whatever, I'm here now. And like when I'm finally just chilling, like, you know, meet a girl and stuff like that, like, yo, send me back. I was like, all right, then, whatever, it's all good.
I was just gonna say that's got to be hard leaving like in your formative years of like making.
Yeah, I had my best friend who lived next door, you know, Christopher Cotto.
Shout out.
You know, he's an awesome dude, and like he's that dude I was telling you about earlier that like was helping me make my mangas and shit, and just like my comics and all that stuff, you know.
Oh yeah, you're sending them back and forth, like you're in the postal service
just
or
like
something.
stems, man. But no, we were like neighbors, yo. Like, but the thing is, like, I wasn't really allowed to like go out that much and shit. It was like more like study during the week, and you can go out during the weekends and shit.
Yeah.
But like, yeah. Anyways, like, yeah.
So you got sent back to Montreal.
Yeah, I got sent back. It was like, it was hard at first, but then I was like, yo, I'm done. That's kind of what I wanted and shit. And I'm much more cozy up here. Not cozy, but just like, I feel much more in my element than I do in Orlando, you know?
Yeah.
So I was just like, okay, cool. Like, I like this. And it proved to be very, I'm going to say, like, rewarding in a way, because I don't know, my whole destiny, whatever, like, kind of unfolded in a way that, like, feels right to me, but, like, I don't know. I don't think it would have been the same way if I stayed in Orlando, basically.
Yeah. Did you know you were a musician? You were gonna do this when you were still in Orlando?
I was kind of like rapping a bit, you know, but I was like still drawing and stuff like that.
Sounds like you were doing a bit of everything.
Yeah, I was
casting a wide net.
Yeah, but like when I got here is when I kind of got more seriously into it, you know, because then like I got into like a little group with some dudes at school and shit, and then like this and that, and like did performances at school. And then ended up doing my first one at Cabaret Underworld, like, which is now Newspeak and shit.
Yeah.
And like
it was Underworld.
Yeah.
Shit.
And then after that, like, shit just went from there and stuff, you know. But yeah, yo, like, I guess like music got more serious when I was over here and shit. Yeah. Orlando was just like kind of hazy. It was kind of just like school. It was mostly school shit. There's a lot of shit going on. I was just mostly chilling with friends and stuff like that, you know.
Yeah. Pretty wild, man. Mm-hmm. And then you have to go back into like grade 12 or like grade 11 up here.
Well, like when I came back here, I was like going to grade. I was like, I was in freshman year in high school over there, which was grade 9, like 9th grade, and it was just basically I'm sec 3 up here, like it's like grade 9 here is like secondary 3.
Oh yeah, I never understand what Quebecers are talking
so I guess like, I guess I just stick to, you know.
I'm like, so you have your masters? I don't understand.
No, but yeah. But like, yeah, I guess like which one?
Happy Halloween, everybody.
You already know what it is, man.
Well, not that. You want the white chocolate? Jesus
well,
Christ.
That one. The white chocolate's a vibe.
You are from Yellowknife, man.
Yeah.
And a Twizzler?
Yeah,
Picky.
I only like whites, dude.
You like the pull and peel or the fucking regular Twiz?
Pull and peel.
Twiz class. Yeah. Well, man. Did you find like right when you hit the ground in Montreal, you noticed the scene? Because for me, like when I came here, I was like, okay, everybody is an artist. Like everybody is doing something on the side.
Oh, when I moved here, like it was like I wasn't straight in Montreal. I was like in, where was it again? Like Haute. It was like in Laval, but deep up Laval. Like anyways, it was not. It was like Haute, Laval, just deep in Laval, and And then like I kind of went to I kind of moved to I was in Terrebonne actually, Terrebonne, which is like even deeper.
Yeah.
And then I moved to Laval, and that's when I was like, yo, I started to like check out, you know, what's going on, like, you know, musically a bit. And I saw this guy, Green Hypnotic, which is like a guy from Laval, you know, which is one of HK's homies and shit like that. They're kind of like, you know, Alice and all that, and like I think I started following his shit, and like ST and Liam and stuff like that. And these artists, like I guess like the whole Pew Pew movement was kind of like kind of ending a bit at that time when I was like kind of like what was going on out here, you know?
Showed up once the lights came on.
Yeah, and I think I felt like how I met Green Hypnotic also was just kind of like I was in a metro, and I was like Couverture metro. I was just like on GarageBand on like iPod Touch, and this dude was like peeping. He's like, oh shit, like. Your producer, man, was good. And I was like, yeah, I guess, shit, I don't know. And then like, you know, we started like, you know, like talking to me, friends and shit, and like he was headed to HK's crib to like buy a beat or whatever. And so I went there, and that's why I actually like got to meet like Green Hypnotic that was like there for the first time. Like not for like he wasn't there for the first time. I was there for the first time, and was meeting him for the first time. Yeah. And like, and after that, that's when I kind of really started getting more in touch with the scene out here, because then he was like the first person who featured on one of my tracks ever, and it's like not even a J Bandit track. It's like it's another name that was before this. Anyways, but like
what was it? Can I know? Can I know your name?
It was JR, JAY, space R, you know. Yeah. But like it was just like really like easy because like I'm a junior, I guess, you know, and so I was like, oh, just use that. But then as time went forward and shit like that,
you found yourself.
Yeah, like So J was a thing, you know. But it was when I was in another group with some other dudes and shit. But anyways, there's like so many groups in my history. It's like this thing. There's so many like kind of like collaborative efforts in my histories and artists and stuff that like keep it was lit and stuff, but something happened and it kind of stopped going on. There was like this thing called China Lake, then Babylon Shards, and I mean the first one ever was like I guess when I moved from Orlando, which was like I guess like I don't even want to say it. I mean it's. Never mind, fuck it. I mean, it was called Block Boys. It was like really like us, like the niggas in the neighborhood. It was kind of trash, and I'm really glad they took down that video. But at the same time,
you got some skeletons on.
Because like I was just like, that's not my. I was in my element, you know. I was just like trying to be a part of something, you know, when it was in the music shit. But shout out to them. They're all like cool dudes.
Right. Well, you seem to me that you have like a very active mind. Yeah. Like I don't think you sleep. Like that's what it seems like because of how prolific you are, and also in different things you do. So, to me, it just seems like you're gonna be doing something wherever you are. Is that kind of how you felt? Like as soon as you got here, you hooked up with these beats.
Yeah, I was like, okay, it's gonna go down. Like, and it started going more down when me and my friends were actually like putting in like the legwork to like get my name out there, like and do shows. Like for example, we organized our first show ever, like Capital in the World on August 1st of 2013, and like it was like. It was cool because it was with Gabe Nandez, which is like one of my favorite artists, like top 5, top 3 even, and like he was just there in Montreal, and like he's not like a huge artist, but like he's getting there really, and he's like talented as fuck, and like anyways, I had booked him, ST and Liam, some friends, and it was just like us at Capital Underworld and shit, and that was like the first like effort that I made to actually try to do shit, because like I didn't want to wait to get booked and shit, you know, I don't want to like be out here trying to emailing dudes like, yo, can I open for? No, I was just like. Yo, let's do something and shit. Let's do a show.
How'd you do it? How'd you get into
Underworld? Like me and my homies, like which we're still homies like to this day. Everybody's doing different things though. But my boy Jean Z, like we like all like we all just like decided we met up. It was like, okay, what's the game plan? What do we do? Okay, we get in contact with the venue, see what we can do, see what's good, see what if we can even rent a spot. And we figured that out. I was like, okay, cool. So, like did a little deal with the dude. And then after that, like, we were like, okay, how do we promote it? And so we went to Cégep Saint Laurent, and like we kind of just like asked, like went into their radio, whatever, their school, whatever, the kind of like music kind of slow spot, the Cégep, and we're like, yo, like, can we like promote our show? Like, can we like hang these flyers up and shit? And we're like, oh, word, yo, you're Jay. And like they were already playing some of my shit like, from SoundCloud there. So I was like, oh, word, and like, okay, yeah, we'll come. And so after that, like, I had that show, and some people from that school had came, and like. That's when I kind of met my first like managers ever and shit, and like it was this girl and this other dude, but like they were just saying kind of basically because they were taking the whole music kind of shit that's cool. Like for example, a lot of stage ups and shit have like I guess a budget for like shows and like kind of like I guess like a parties for like, I guess, you know, when school's about to end, go off for vacation, or like when they come back, like, you know, come, I don't know, it's back to school kind of like events and whatnot and parties. So they did one at the Telus Theater with the Anticipateurs and the posters and shit.
At M Telus?
No, yeah, basically, yeah, that's what it's called now, yeah. And then they booked me to open. I was at the beginning and shit. And then it was like the posters, you know, like Nate Husser, Chris Spirit and shit, and Joy Charette. And like, they were, yeah, and then that was my first actually like big thing, you know, and it was cool because I was like, oh shit, like it's cool how it kind of panned out. Like I just came through that school and was like, yo, so that's when I realized, me and my homies realized like, yo, like we can like make anything really go down if we just like kind of, you know, meet it halfway, you know.
Yeah,
we like, yo, we're like, okay, we want this to happen. We visualize it, we talk about it, and then we're like, okay, what can we do though? How can we like get to that point where it's like we can even see it start to happen, you know, and yeah, and like we moved like that for a bit, and then after that, like just because like we had you know, like kind of I made myself kind of known more with the Cégep Saint Laurent kids and shit like that. A lot of people coming from there were like dudes would do events or shows or try to throw shit, you know. So like I would get booked and stuff, and like that's kind of like how mostly I was like starting out my shit, just doing shows and shit. I didn't even have that much music out, but I was always working on some music, and like most of what I would perform was like unreleased shit, you know. But it was lit too, cause like I don't know, like it was just cool because the experience at the show was fire, you know.
Wait, was that before you were producing, or you?
Yeah, that was like when I was starting to produce. Like around that time, I was just like fucking around with it, but I wasn't really like in it like that, you know. Like I had this dude, Vinyl. You were
writing bars.
Yeah, I was writing and shit, and like I had this homie like Vinyl VXNYL. He's this producer, really awesome and shit, and we were just like. I mean, he just linked up with me because he saw my name on Twitter and he was like, yo, I thought you had a cool name, so like I don't know, and like we met up and we're like word, and then like we just like worked on shit, and he helped me produce my first like I guess full EP as like J Bandit and shit, because I had another one as JR. It's like it's still there on like the Media Fire link is still alive after so many years, but like yeah, like so I produced with him for my first project and shit, and then like I feel like it's just like after that I was just like, you know, more or so within the scene or what was going on in Montreal, but like it was not really like along with like the whole pew pew scene and shit. It was kind of like I feel like what happened a bit after and shit. Like there was like because there was a lot of new like show curators and whatnot, and like, you know, different kind of like events going down and like people rising up to do shit with it. Yeah. Now it's more nowadays. It's like. It's pretty diverse now. It's a lot going on, you know.
Yeah, and I feel like there's a lot of crossover too.
Yeah,
like a lot of like EDM people are talking to hip hop people, are talking to pop people, who are talking to punk people. Like it seems like everyone is enjoying Montreal right now. Yeah, which is sick, dude.
Yeah, it's lit. Like I'm really happy to have like came through when I did, you know, and like it was like because it's cool to be a part of it, even if like I wouldn't participate in certain shit. I would just be there and like kind of experience it too, like because like I like to be like also a spectator as well as much as a. Do this performing and like setting, you know, the vibes and shit. But that's rare nowadays. Nowadays I just want to like be able to like create the experience. You know, I want to be one of the creators of the experiences of like live shit or just like shows or just like I don't know.
Well, now that you've done like you've got six albums under your belt.
Well, I want to say EPs because like I want the
sure
album
there's 12 to be out there. I'm sure there's 12 in there.
Yeah, for sure.
That you haven't put
I want
together.
the album to be like an album like a debut album shit. Like I don't want the first album to be like some random shit on SoundCloud, you know? I want it to be like some shit that's like that there was a demand for, you know what I mean?
Like decisive.
Yeah, so like I guess everything's more EPs, but like I guess you could categorize them as albums for sure, honestly. Like they sound like albums. You know, they sound like albums.
They're full.
Yeah.
And there's arcs, man. There's narratives in them. Yeah. They're fantastic.
Yeah, thank you.
But like you're doing all of this stuff and you're collaborating so much. Mm-hmm. And getting into like, you know, music videos and producing and rapping and all this stuff, like it's like how do you see the path before you, you know, because it seems like you could step in any direction. So where are you pointing right now?
I don't even know. Like right now I do know, but I don't. I feel like I have an idea. I need to know. Word. I feel you. Like right now I feel like I just really like entering the whole producer world with it. Like really producing records with people and shit, not just like sending a beat and after that like, oh they rap on it and it's like yay, but it's like really just like sitting down with the artist. Because I mean even people I sell beats to, I'm like, yo, if you're down, let's have a session and like come with your vocals that you recorded and let's, you know, build on top of that. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I feel that makes it much more worth it too. But I guess I see myself really just as a I don't even know, on some, okay, if I'm honest, like just on some, just a creator of all sorts, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, like I know, like, for example, I want to get into creating like animations and shit like that and just getting more into the visual realm of shit, you know? So I guess I want to just like I want to make a whole movie one day, you know what I mean? I want to like make all sorts of shit, but like with the same tone and energy as like these projects that I'm doing, you know? Just like, like a very eclectic, very prolific shit, you know what I mean? Like, you know, like the bad example. No, never mind. Hold on. I don't know, but you know what I mean? On some
I do,
shit,
man.
like, you know
I
what mean?
do know exactly what you mean. And I think nowadays, a lot of unique and talented people can see the possibility of being able to do so much with the little time we're given.
Yeah.
And I'm excited for you, man. We were talking about this about Kanye before, and like it's easy to be an individual these days, or it's like it's possible. It's possible to truly be yourself in so many different art forms, and I'm excited. I'm definitely excited for your next album, man.
Yo.
Yeah, your stuff's crazy.
Yo, yeah, like
And the first thing I said, I was like, man, who produces these beats that this guy is rapping on so well, and you do?
It's fucked up because it's like right now, like I'm like rapping more and shit. Like oh shit, it's November. Rick and Morty. Sorry, like I'm rapping on the 10th. I think it's dropping, but like like I'm rapping more and shit because like I'm rapping on like Oscar's which is one of my producers, Oscar. I'm rapping on his beats and shit, and it's like it's cool because it makes me realize how much like and how intense it was to produce my own shit. Because like I would have to like if these stuff could come. The last project was like the first project that like I have like vocals on all tracks and shit, because usually I'd like have some produced interlude or just have a whole other artist on the track and I'm not on it and I just produce it, you know. But like, because I finally have to like just like rap on everything and produce everything. But I mean, it's like it's not tough, but it's just like a lot of work too, because it's like a lot of effort goes into the production, because like I'm very I guess like I'm like not a perfectionist, but like I really like I take into the details and the design of like how shit sounds and shit, you know. But like, so it's like a lot of my focus goes into that. But like, yeah, man, I feel like with this next project, I mean, since I work with a lot of like people, like kind of, it's like kind of in house, I guess you'd say, like more with like people from the 999 section and shit, and just like a couple selected people that like I really like trust with my production and stuff like that. And like I'm kind of more or less like building what my shit's gonna be with that, cause like. I mean, it's cool to collab with a bunch of different producers and artists and stuff, but, like, I feel like it's really important to have that narrative, build that kind of narrative, like, sound-wise and shit, you know? So I guess that's what, like, I'm kind of on. And I'm really reinforcing the bars and shit, because the guys in 999 are, like, yo, dope rappers and shit, and you always got me, like, barring up. And I'm like, oh, word? So that's how you feel? Okay, bet. Yeah. So, like, I'm, like, it makes me want to, like, you know, I mean, because like, I mean, recently we kind of started getting more active and shit, so it's, like, a lot going on, you know? And, I like it a lot because Crypt, for example, which is one of the members, like, and the founders of the group, like, he's a dope-ass rapper, and every time he spits, and every time we're on a track together, like most of the time, I'm like, yeah, he's on Purge, yeah.
Killer.
Yo, thanks. Yo, Purge is, like, such a deep and important song, because it's, like, I literally made it when I was literally sitting there in my bed, I'm like, yo.
You made that beat, too?
Yeah.
Dude, when it breaks into those drums?
Yeah, that was really, like, that was, like, yo. That was like the final shits we added to it. Like
that was some fucking Beethoven and Kanye West shit.
Yo,
that's crazy.
Yo, it was crazy. It was fucking fun. But like that song, when I first made it, I was literally just in a place where I was just like, yo, like this part of me is like doing too much. Like I need to chill. Like it's ruining my fucking life, you know?
Oh yeah.
So like
I get it.
You know, it was literally stay fucked up. But it's cool because like, yo, I go through like so much like fucked up shit. But like that's also sometimes of my own making, that like when I suffer from it, I'm just the only outlet I have is like making some song about it, or making music, or creating about it, or just.
So you really feel it's like your therapy almost.
Yeah, because that's why like niggas be telling me like my shit is like very emotional and shit like that, production wise, just how it all sounds and stuff. Because it's like it's all it ever is. Because like yo, bro, I be feeling shit so deep, and I be like, it's either that or I'm on some self-destructive shit, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean, man.
So,
and a lot of artists do that. A lot of artists get to that point.
Mm-hmm.
which is sad. But
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
everybody's got something in them.
Yeah.
I started to think like I believe that everybody has one hit song in them, at least one hit song.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
true. That's why I feel like I see potential in every like person. I see potential in every person like I work with and shit. You know, like or I see like on
Yeah.
the scene. I'm like, okay, I see you. Like I can see how you would like blow up and shit. You know what I mean? And go on some other shit. But see, that's the beauty in just like making shit and getting your shit out there and not really being like, like I don't know, cause like that's the thing. I have a lot of songs like I haven't dropped yet and shit, but like I know I will drop. I have to. I can't just keep it there and like have it collect dust and then just disappear in the river of time and shit. You know what I mean? Like so like I feel like that's what, cause like with your remark of like everyone has at least one hit in them. It's like it's true shit.
I feel like too, like if you have something on the back burner for a long time and you come back to it, then you have like a perspective on it. You have like I remember if like that's why they always say, like read your shit again in the morning after you write it and see if it makes you feel the same way that it did when you thought of it.
Yeah.
And so like when you come back to a project that you haven't seen in a while or haven't listened to in a while and it still has that glow, because you get so bored, like you can get so tired of I can. I don't know about you, but I can get like so tired of my own stuff. And then I'll like leave it and let it sit for a couple months, and I'll come back to it, and when I listen to it, I'll be like, that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to do this thing, and I'll just peel it apart and do something else with it.
I mean, that's all I do most much. Like I work on a lot of the tracks for like the albums, EPs and shit. Like it's tracks that I'm on like over a couple months and shit. I'm like, okay, like I sit with it for a while and shit, and I always end up like reworking it. Like for example, Purge, for example, has been worked on for like a while, and like it changed in a lot of ways. And even the songs I showed you guys upstairs earlier, like that big one and stuff, the one with all the producers I told you about on it, like that one like underwent so much change and shit, and like reconstruction, and like like it's cool though, because it's a fun process. I like that. Whenever that happens with a song and shit, it's just like, okay, yeah, this is a record here. I can call it a record. This is a song, yeah.
And so many different minds involved.
Yeah, I love that. I think the first time I like seen that and like kind of fell in love with that concept is when I saw Yeezus, and I saw on some of the beats it was like Daft Punk, Hudson Mohawk, Lunas. I was like, yo, it's so sick. Like I want to have a lineup, a roster of fucking like producers on my shit. That's so sick. And it's like not even just for show, but just to show the collaborative effort and be like yo, okay, this is what happened when all these niggas like beamed their fucking creative energy into the same fucking screen and shit and like did their fucking thing. You know?
Amazing things can happen.
Yeah. So I like that shit. It's dope. I mean, as much as I'm a fan of like being like the main sole producer of my shit, it's like it's cool to just work on shit with a bunch of other people also. But at the same time, not with just like anybody like that's like but just like with people you actually connect with, and it's like I don't know if, for example, Kanye connected with Daft Punk and shit like that, but they connected creatively for sure. They had to at least, So I'm just saying, like, I like that concept, and like, just among like for a couple of those tracks, I actually sent them recently to this producer Thomas White, which is like really like not the shit I'd be like rapping on, but I would that ass like he's on some other shit. Like his production is like more so electronic and shit, but very flexible and like fluid. It's like he's not even on the grid. On his DAW, I was like, and I like that.
Free form.
Yeah, straight up. But that's cool as fuck, and that's what I'm doing with one of my like latest songs, like Atari and shit. Like it's very, like because like I had the main stems, then I sent to my boy Oscar, and he kind of needed another version of it that was kind of like not the same BPM, but like in a different key too. So I stuck it in the same project file as the older one, and started to take melodies and sounds from the old one and just like changing into the same key as the new one. And like at one point I just realized that like I was putting him off the grid, but by ear it sounded fire. So I was like, yo, this is the first track that basically I'm working not on the grid. But it's cool though, because it's like so cool, man. It's like I'm really checking every detail. Like I'm listening to it, I'm like, oh, that part, like it sounds like kind of that comes in too early or some shit. Let me just like move it, you know what I mean? But it's cool. I like shit like that, but like basically, like Thomas White was he's on some freeform shit. It sounds like, and or just really good sound design, But like, and I kind of sent him like some songs. I'm like, yo, produce around this and let me know what like you can do and shit, just so I can like see, because like basically the songs were good. The song was good, but I felt like it was very like sectional. Like, okay, this is the part where this happens, and that's the part where that happens. No, I want it to be like that part just slides into that part, which slides into that, and just like fucking blossoms into this part. You know what I mean?
Yeah, your
So it's just,
songwriting is super creative.
Yeah,
It's
like,
super like way out there.
yeah, like it's fucked up because it's like very, like it's like I don't explain it, but like sometimes I just like have the words that just come to mind like that. Sometimes I just have like, for example, just a flow or some shit that just comes out and I'm just like kind of like speaking it out and just like kind of mumbly shit, but like I have certain keywords that like kind of pop up, and then after that when I like revisit it, it's like the words come to me afterwards, but it fits into the flows.
Do you get like kind of hypnotized by the beat or whatever? You're like, you kind of get hypnotized by the music.
I mean, for my own shit,
mood?
yeah, because I know how to like tune in. You know, it's what I was saying earlier, that I prefer. I have a better time making my own shit than working on some other person's stuff. Like, cause I'm really in my own zone. I'm
That's impressive.
Anything goes, and it's like I'm not gonna second guess it. And if I do, it's like okay, whatever. I second guess it because for a reason. I don't know. It's okay, you know. It's second guessing your own thing is kind of like easier than someone else second guessing your shit. You know, like the shit that you're making for them or whatever. So it's just like me. I'm just like okay, oh word, okay, I'll do that. Oh cool. Oh, that sounds fire.
Just drinking tea.
Yeah.
All alone.
Sometimes it's like I hit a wall and I just like let it loop. I would just like literally like lay down and go to sleep or some shit, or just like have a weird meditative kind of nap, just like while it's playing.
While it's playing.
Yeah, and then like just mainly the melody and shit. But like, yeah, it's cool. And after that, I get out, I'm just like, okay, I do some shit on it, or I just like let it go and like come back to it another time. But like, it's really, it's weird, but it's a cool process because like I know that everything I'm saying is like.
It is a cool
honest
process.
shit, and like sometimes like I listen back to it and I'm just like I'm talking to myself and I'm like it's like just harsh like truth, not the harsh truth, but in a way kind of like that. Like for example, Purge, like I've gone back to it recently because things have been kind of hectic in my personal life and shit, and it's like yo, it was saying like yo, this part of me is doing too much, it's ruining my fucking life. I was like yo, true man, I done told myself this before, like I gotta like you know stay in the loop, what's going on, because like I guess I'm the type of person that's kind of like be not very like I don't explain it. I'm very all over the place right now, kind of borderline manic, bro. But like it's okay though, cause like I'm chill. I know where to like kind of like you know, press my head and be sane, and like how to stop and recharge. You know.
Yeah.
I'm kind of like I wouldn't say workaholic in the sense that like you know I'm always on a job, but like I'm always like working on some shit, like you know producing some shit, and it's like
Addicted to workaholic.
Yeah, so it's like. Straight up, but like it's cool because it's like this year I haven't really dropped much. I only dropped something in April, and like it's supposed to be like next year. I haven't dropped anything else yet. Well, a couple songs as of late, but like it feels like you know most people think that I'm not doing shit. I'm just like you know so procrastinating, but like there's so much that's like going on and stuff. But it's cool.
It's been a rough year. Well, it's probably it's gonna turn into something beautiful. I
yeah,
imagine.
dude, it's been a rough year, but also like a busy year. But at the same time, very. Man, I thought like last year was the year that I was gonna be like. Learning hard lessons and whatnot and going through fuckery, you know. But this year was like very like painfully like honest, you know, in a way. Like I don't know, like I don't explain it, man. It's weird, but it's cool though, cause like
you're anticipating 2 years ahead, man.
Yeah.
Just like your girlfriend in Orlando.
Yeah.
You wanted to get out, and then your dad's like, oh,
Yeah.
you gotta go now.
Yeah, it was fucking. I was so fucked up because then after that we continued to date for like 2 weeks after that. And I was like, "Yo, this makes no sense. I'm in Canada.
You're 16 in a
Yeah.
long distance relationship. That's commitment, man.
Through MySpace, we're talking through MySpace.
Sharon Dane Cook.
You know, I was just like, fuck, bro. Okay, and then she's like, "Yeah, this can't work." I was like, "Okay, yeah, it can't." What's fire about that is like when we were like first liking each other, she was always like bring like fucking like cookies and shit. But, like yo, I made this. I'm like yo, munchies, nigga. But like yeah,
A woman to love.
it was cool though. But after that, like I liked it. It was a worthy sacrifice for me to be in Canada because I really feel at home up here and shit. Like when it was fall in Orlando, I would miss like. It would remind me of that kind of like when it's about to be winter here, anyway, but not really fall here. It's like because fall over there. Not fall, I mean winter over there, reminds me of fall here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's what I'm trying to say.
That's cool.
So it's like, niggas be like, yo, it's fucking cold, bro. And I'm like, yo, like hoodie. I'm like, hoodie, this is hoodie weather, bro. Like, what are you
like
saying,
home.
bro? Just chilling. You know,
I got a lot of
that fresh air, guy.
I got a lot of weird looks in Nashville when I was down there in a t-shirt and shorts. And it's like 19 degrees. People are like, "Ooh, what are you, Canadian?" Wearing bare knees and stuff. I'm like, yes, I am. But I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know if I could. Like, I want really want to live in the heat. But I don't know if I can handle all, like, the spiders and scorpions and shit.
Yo, I feel that.
Cockroaches.
In like Florida, there's like mad I mean, you see.
Oh, you got
lizards,
crocodiles and shit.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not that deep. Like, it's not like they're chilling like in my backyard. I'm like, oh, whoa, staying inside for the evening because it's like roaming around. Right? But it's just like mainly. I mean, I guess there's like a lot of little lizards running around. It's like you see lizards more often. It's like it's fucked up because like up here you don't really be seeing like a lizard like on the edge of a fucking I don't know like the back of the house chilling like you know. It's like cause it's Canada, but like back there it's like yeah and shit and that's pretty cool.
It's so exotic, man.
Yeah.
I used to go down to Palm Springs see my grandma. Because my grandma, like, was from Edmonton, and so all the winter she'd go live in Palm Springs, California. So I was always chilling down in Palm Springs in the heat.
Oh, shit.
It's awesome, man. It's so nice in the desert. Grapefruit trees and shit. Ooh. But, like, also black widows, you know, and rattlesnakes.
Yo, I've always been so terrified of, like, even encountering them shits. Like, yo, when I heard of black widow spiders, I was just like, yo,
yeah,
bro. Like,
sleeping in your shoes and,
yo.
Yeah, hanging out by the faucet. And, ugh. But, you know, that's the advantage of living where the air hurts your skin.
Yeah, straight up. I'd rather that than black widow spiders and shit. And rattlesnakes. Fuck a rattlesnake. Hey, there's a new show on Netflix about a rattlesnake. Anyways.
Is there?
A movie. It's like little girl gets bit by a rattlesnake. Her mom's like, oh, shit, help. And, like, their car is, like, fucking, like, not working. Some locals are like, hey, man, we'll help you, but you gotta, like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, no. Oh, it's some Hills Have Eyes shit.
Yeah, Hills Have Eyes is fucked, man.
Yeah, fuck that movie, bro.
That's so scary, dog. Like, and it's so ugly, bro. It's like, shit. Oh. Like, that's so terrifying, because it's like, imagine, like, getting scooped up by these dudes and they're, like, fucking...
Yeah, the outcasts,
and they're trying to fucking
outsiders.
eat you. They're like, yo, you look like some fresh meat, my guy. And we can't be wandering out here because we look like we melted, so we're finna eat you. You know, it's like...
What was first, The Hills Have Eyes or Saw? Because I feel like one of those broke open the genre, you know? Like the fucking, we're gonna just do twisted shit and make people squirm. Man, the first time I know Saw is like super cliche now, super like hack, because there's 12 of them.
Yeah, oh shit.
But like the first Saw, I was at my friend Anthony's house watching it when I was like 13 or some shit. And horror movies never really got to me or whatever, because I was usually just like into the soundtrack, which was trying to be scary, you know? So I was like, oh, I see what they're doing there. That's cool. But but Saw, man, truly freaked me out at the end of that.
Yeah, Saw's fucked up. Like, it mostly fucked up for the fact that it's like the dude just gets kidnapped, like just stolen, and
wakes
they're like,
up.
yo, this shit is gonna explode your nuts in like 30 minutes if you don't, you know, do the Dougie and like I don't know, or some shit like that. Like, and it's like, yo, fuck, not just the Dougie, but some impossible kind of thing, and you're like, damn, fuck, and it's like, yo, I don't know, it's so terrifying because it's just like shit, like you have no control.
The ground the whole time.
You have no control, you know. I mean, you do, but it's just like, it's wild, you know? That's what makes me terrified. It's like alien movies. Alien movies have always terrified me because it's just like, yo, like, getting abducted is so weird.
Yeah. And it's that existential, like, horror of, like aliens to us.
Yeah.
Or, like, our indifference between, like, us and, like, squirrels.
Yeah, true.
You know? So, like, it's not like we hate squirrels, but, like, if, you know, we got to cut a tree down and squirrels live in there, we don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
It's not that we hate them. But, like, aliens to us, so that's, like, the same thing. Like, they don't give a fuck about us. They just want their experiments.
Yeah. But that's what's so sus. It's like, I don't know, man. To me, it's like, I guess you're right, though. But, like, at the same time, we ain't really like squirrels, but I see, like, how there's the same indifference, you know? It makes me think of Attack on Titan and shit. Yo, those, like, big-ass dudes, like, fucking, like, running around eating niggas, and it's, like, not even a second thought. Just, like, grab. Oh, it's like, my body. Oh, I'm still not dead. It hurts. Oh. And you don't even digest them, dude. Like, they're just in a big tub of, like, dead people and, like, acid, and then the fucking Titans vomit them up again later. It's fucking weird. It's fucked up. But, like, anyways, it's just, like, makes me think of that, too. But, like, what's fucked up is just, like, they know that, it's, like, another level of that, of, like, us and squirrels. It's like they know we're intelligent. They're like, yo, they can't. They don't like. We see like I guess we our perception is on some 3-dimensional shit. They're on some like 12-dimensional shit.
Yeah.
Like, they could be just hiding in a perspective that we can't even fucking imagine. You know what I mean? Or I don't know, it's just so terrifying. But like, I guess that's what scared me the most out of horror movies and shit. I mean, I never really liked horror movies when I was young. I was just like a fucking scared ass, anxious ass dude about that shit. Like,
Yeah.
Like fucking what was that movie called? I forgot the name. But like, yeah, this The Ring and all that shit. That shit terrified the fuck out of me. But like, just mainly the main thing was just alien things. That shit was just like, yo, I just can't. Like, I don't know now. It's just a weird concept.
What's a
Being
good
taken in the
alien?
night.
Yeah, what's a good alien horror movie? Like abduction alien movie.
The fourth kind is cool too, I guess. It's not.
Fourth kind.
Oh, like abduction, straight up.
Well, I mean, fuck. What was the most recent one I watched? Close Encounters. I watched Close Encounters for the first time.
Oh, the third kind?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw shit
Of the
recently,
third kind
too.
for the first time.
Yo, my sister knowing like my
4
phobia,
months
she's just
ago.
like, yo, just watch it. I'm like,
Yeah.
yo, nah, fam, come watch it with me. She's like, nah. I was like, all right. And I watched it and it was like not that bad, but like, it's scary though. And not scary, but it's just like,
It's spooky.
spooky, but
Yeah,
like
it's-
also like super intriguing and like fascinating. Like, oh my God, like, dude, like these, I don't know. Cause you know.
And it's basically like an NPC pad. The fucking spaceship is like a
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom,
Yeah,
boom,
true.
boom, 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 boom. Yeah, it's sick.
Oh my
You gotta give it
God.
to Spielberg. That inspired a whole generation of people to wait out in the fucking Nevada desert by Area 51, just being like, I know they're there. I know they're there.
Yo. That's
You
wild.
see the guy running like Naruto and
Oh shit. Did that go down?
Yeah, it went down.
Oh fuck.
Yeah,
what
man.
happened?
I think like, well, they turned it in. I think for like legal reasons, and because like the American military has a lot of guns. The people that started the thing, what was it? Like 100,000 people or some shit. Were like, I'm going, but they just changed it into like a festival.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, they changed it into like a music festival that was like right like down the road from it.
Oh, okay.
Like not even anywhere close. I don't think. I mean, I don't want
you
to.
think
Any
it's
brave souls that like went and fucking snipped the fence.
Yo, there was a movie about that on Netflix about people like going to like peep Area 51 and shit. It's fucked up because like they get into it and like there's a scene where they kind of like get into some weird elevator and they see like basically what aliens look like. You know how there's like they're like all white with like
Big black eyes.
big black eyes, but
Yeah.
like they see that but like suits. So it's like, oh shit, those are suits. Those are fucking suits.
Oh.
And like they go into some cave and shit and they see like for some reason a pile of clothes and like shit like that, like people like like little girl clothes, little like fucking dad dude clothes,
Oh.
like moms and shit, whatever.
Bunch of shoes?
Yeah, and shoes and shit. And, like, yo,
Oh.
what the fuck's going on? And like they're like kind of like roaming around in this cave and they see there's like this metallic table and there's like tubes or whatever and there's like flesh, whatever the fuck is going on there. And like they're like, okay, what the fuck is this? And they kind of like keep going down this hallway and you see this little like it's a little entry and they just see a bunch of like pods on the ground and shit like. And all I see is some weird, like, kind of skinny ass creature with a big head. It's not even like it's the same shape as what an alien would be, but it's like weird. It's not like it's out of its suit. You know what I mean? So it's like it raises up and like, oh shit, and like kind of running and stuff. And it gets inside the elevator thing, and as it closes, you see it kind of like moving creepily. Yeah, it's like squirming creepily towards them and shit. And then like they dip. But anyways,
Man, fuck Tim Hortons, dude.
Yeah, fucking was.
I used to work there, night shifts and shit.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, what's it like from the inside? I'm sure the people are nice, but I'm sure Tim Hortons fucks with you too.
I mean, yo, like, it was alright, I guess. I just can't stand the smell no more. Like, when I go there, I have that same, like, smell during those long hours and shifts. I mean, I was never really a coffee dude, but, like, that's the time where I drank the most coffee. Like,
Oh yeah. You smell burning coffee all the time.
yeah.
And, like,
what was
that-
fucked up was this, I was working with this one dude who, like, he's been working the night shifts there for, like, the past 9 years and shit. So he was super militant about it, he was just super, like about it.
He was in
like,
drone mode. He
yeah,
was locked in.
I was like, shit, man, chill, it's all good. He was just like,
I'm just
nah,
trying to live my
man.
life.
Yeah,
Listen
but,
to
like,
my mixtape, bro.
It was my first like a real official ass job. I mean, the first job I had was like at a sugar shack, Kemanasug.
Oh shit! I worked at a sugar shack too.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
Yo, me was like,
Yo,
I was
it's
like,
fun, man.
yeah, the foods and whatnot.
Which one?
I was me was like between Terrebonne and Saint-Anne-des-Plaines, like kind of really like more north from here and shit, like
Yeah.
further than like Laval and
It's a
stuff.
true sugar shack.
Yeah.
None of this
'Cause, like-
gas North Laval shit.
So it was up there and shit, but like it was cool. We were just dishwashers and shit though. But like I fucking love that place because I like breakfast a lot. And it's like a very breakfast ass like meal with honey.
Yeah.
And go there, you know. So
A bunch of ham and maple syrup and pancakes and
I'm a fan of breakfast.
sawdust on the floor. Yeah, your Sugar Shack, was there sawdust on the floor?
Sawdust on the floor.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Some of them go old school.
Okay, word. But,
Yeah, working at Sugar Shack was crazy. That was the heaviest I ever was.
Oh word.
Yeah, because I worked there for like 3.5 months, and it was just like, you know, sugar and fat and meat and no sleep and drink, because we slept there too. Like we lived.
Word.
Yeah, we lived.
What were you doing there? What was your thing? Were you like, what's your?
Well, I had a girlfriend who was a very, very good chef, and she worked at the restaurant in the city. And then when I came, like, I was planting trees in Scotland, and I came back to Montreal, and so she took a night off and was like, oh, I'm going to take a night off because my boyfriend's coming, like, back to Canada. And they're like, oh, does he need a job? And because we're, like, hiring people at the Sugar Shack. And she's like, no, he can't. He's not a cook or anything. And anyway, I went and met him, and they, like, really liked me, I guess. And then I started working at this fucking Sugar Shack in St. Eustache. And it was crazy. We just sleep up there, like, 5 nights a week.
Okay.
Just a bunch of chefs from Toronto. And, like, they were all English chefs. It was crazy.
Okay, that's a vibe.
Like, all of them wanted to come up and work with this guy. And, yeah, we just, like, every night we do service, and then the only things to eat are, like, covered in fucking, you know, it's all duck fat and fucking maple syrup and tortillas and all this shit.
Yeah.
And then there's a bar that we, like, were sleeping beside.
Okay.
Or,
Oh
like,
shit.
About to
What?
sleep beside. Every single night, and then we wake up at 8 and prep all day, so it was just no sleep and booze and duck fat and fucking maple syrup all day long.
Okay, yeah, I see.
Talking about things I can't stand the smell of anymore. Like, I was the guy that made the cotton candy.
Okay.
Because for, like, they did, like, a banana split, but everything was, like, maple. We made, like, I was on pastry, because I'm not, like, a chef or whatever. I was, like, an assistant to the guy for weeks until the sugar started coming out of the trees. And then they put me on pastry, because it's, like, the easiest thing to do. But I had to make the cotton candy, and to be honest, ever since I was 6, I wanted a fucking cotton candy machine. I was like, I want to be able to fucking rip cotton candy whenever I want. After like 20 minutes making cotton candy, never ever wanted cotton candy again in my life.
Oh my
it's
God.
the worst fucking thing in the world.
It seems easy to make though. It's like the spinning ass thing. You're just like, put a stick in it. Ooh.
Right, but when you got to do it like 3 hours in a row, and the element is on for that long, like it always smells like burning sugar. And you just get like a film of sugar all over your body, and like my eyes stuck closed one time. And I had to like,
Yo, what?
You're just covered, and like you can't tell if it's cotton candy or hair on your arms and shit.
Oh,
dude, it's the worst.
What kind of living?
Fuck
oh
that
Lord.
Shit. Yeah.
Okay, I see what you mean.
Fuck
I see
that
what
shit.
you mean.
I'm tired of it.
Damn.
I don't need
You
any more
see?
cotton candy. It's empty calories too. I've always known that.
You see, it makes you think of like, cause like I'm a huge fan of bubble tea, and like I've had this like, cause my only income is like music and shit. I'm like, and I have mad time. It's
Love
like,
bubble tea, man.
I'm like, yo, how about if I work at L2 Bubble Tea Lounge and learn their secrets and how to make like fire bubble tea?
Yes.
And I felt like the thing is like I don't know. Like after that story, it's like makes me feel like what if I work there and I end up just like being fucking tired of it? And I'm like, yo, ugh.
It's risky.
You know what I'm saying? It'll take away the magic. You know what I'm
Don't
saying?
take away the magic, dude. I don't know. Just enjoy bubble
You know,
tea.
it's like a dude trying to play God. You know.
I need to harness the power of the bubble tea. And then it's just
like,
old
no.
shit to you. It'll
It's
be
like,
old shit.
Yeah, it's like, no, just enjoy it and that's it. You know what I mean? Like you can go there whenever you want. That's it. Be grateful for that. Don't try to tamper with the, you know.
Don't fly too close to the sun.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my God.
Yeah, truth, man.
Oh shit.
I remember when bubble tea just like first hit the scene.
Oh word.
I'm from Vancouver, and it was everywhere in Vancouver, constantly. And I was like, so it's just like little fucking, what is it? It's like food? What, is there food? Oh, shit. Deadly apartment, man. I'll get you an ice pack.
Is it food? Like, I guess it is, yeah.
I don't know, what is it even? Is it like, it's like, are you okay?
It's like those anime bumps were like forming, like.
Yeah. The rain cloud comes and fucking dumps on you.
I'm like,
Yo,
it's all good. It's okay.
What kind of anime did you, or mangas did you draw? Like, what style?
I mean, shit. I wouldn't know how to tell you. Fuck. Cause like for a while at first I was doing.
If it's anything like your beats, I mean, it's probably like everything.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. Because, like, here's the thing. Like, at first, I started off kind of, like, emulating Dragon Ball Z and shit like that. And, like, having... Well, it first started with me doing stick figure dudes with, like, Super Saiyan hair and shit. And I would do, like, my own kind of haircuts and be like, yo, this is what it looks like, Super Saiyan. And be like, yeah. And, like, you know, make them, like, fight and whatnot. But then, as it went on, I'm like, okay, they end up having eyes. Then after that, like, yo, I need this dude to have, like, swole-ass arms. And, like, I, like, you know, would end up making the arms and shit. And I was like, yo, I learned how kind of, like, how to do the body. Piece. You know, piece by piece. I was like, yo, fuck it. Let me just do a whole body with it. The worst part was the feet and fucking hands. I hated that shit for so long. I was like, fuck.
Always way too big.
Yeah, way too big or way too clunky. It's like, I had to really, like, for example, even to this day, sometimes I kind of, like, do, like, I don't know, I pretend, like, for example, let's say I'm drawing a dude holding some kind of weapon or some type of shit. I'm like, and we're kind of, like, coming through, jumping through. It's like, I kind of, like, peep it a bit and like see what it would. I don't explain it because sometimes I don't want to draw like the like thumb here. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
So, you know, so
you kind of tweak it so like you get like, that right, the good hand.
Yeah. So at first it was like Dragon Ball Z shit. Then after that I started like really doing getting on some Naruto shit. Like really like making my own little villages and all that stuff. And like yo, I have to show you like I had one like a village hidden in the shadows and shit. And like the like little symbol was so fire because like it's really it's sick. I'll show it to you after. I'll draw it for you. But like it was cool and I was really like doing shit like that. And then after that it was Bleach and shit. And after that at one point I was just like, you know,
I haven't watched Bleach.
No, it's pretty fire. It's pretty dope.
It's like foundational anime.
Yeah. Like you know those because that's what they were playing on Toonami because on Cartoon Network every Friday they'd have this thing called Toonami or Thursday I forget and it's like they would just show anime and shit. That's how I was exposed to anime, you know. And I was like, oh shit, like I really fucked up with all that. But like nowadays, like I'm diving deeper than the main like super powers of anime, you know, like Dragon Ball and Naruto and all that stuff, you know.
Yeah.
But it was that's how I guess it started out. I mean, no, first it started out with Pokemon, of course, and then like Beyblade and all that shit. But like for like anime wise, like I was like really like always like at first when I was like starting like to draw it, I was really like taking from like Naruto, Dragon Ball Z, and Bleach. And at one point, I just started doing my own thing with it. Like, for example, I liked how the line under the eyes in Bleach, like, they would just draw the eyes sometimes. So my eyes were kind of influenced a bit from the eyes and that. And, like, you know, different things like that. You know what I mean?
Like sampling.
Yeah, yeah. So it's like awesome. It's like how I produce, you know? It's like basically me sampling them shits. And,
that's cool, man.
Yeah, so I should have brought some shit. Like, I had this, like, because I had this one, like as a cover of like a book of a manga like that like I was working on called Primo and like yo it's so fire looking and like this one character that I've been drawing for the past like 4 years and like she's always just like in my little notebooks and shit. It just I don't know like I had this concept of this one like it just started off with this like kind of like little girl falling from the sky and shit, right? And like it always just started off with that, but like that. It's a weird concept, but it's like I don't really like I haven't really talked about it because I want to like just do it and like make it happen. Like it would be like a short like you know those short animes that have like 21 episodes and it's like you know compact and it's tight and it's dope. But for example, like Devilman Crybaby has like 10, but it's like that's the most recent adaptation that they actually got to finish. But like
there's a new Devilman Cry,
No, not Devilman Cry, but Devilman Crybaby.
Oh, Devilman Crybaby.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought you were talking about the video game.
No, but like yo. I should have gone in that shit. Like I remember I had a homie who would like burn CDs for me in like a third grade and shit. That like he was really into Devil May Cry and shit, and it looked pretty fire. It's like I
crazy
never
game.
had video games like that.
It's
so,
out
like,
there, man. It's a totally unique game.
Shit, I'm gonna
get
like
that. It's unique. It's not the same, but it's unique in the same way like Onimusha was unique.
What's that?
Like Onimusha was kind of like a Diablo mixed with like. It was like a more action-packed Diablo. Okay. Where you had like more moves. Yeah. But like, fucking Devil May Cry is so weird because like you have, like you beat like all these demigods, and you have guns and there's like a sick move you can do where you just like spin the guns and shoot all around the room and you're always killing demons and shit. Oh, shit but you beat these demigods and then you get their weapons. Okay. And so as you go through the game, you get like. All these new crazy weapons, and some of them are crazy, like Gilgamesh swords and shit, fire and ice swords, and then one of them is like a guitar, an electric guitar that you like gow and shoot like a fucking it's like playing Aerosmith video games. Yeah. Word, but it's like so fucking anime cool, you know. The guy's got a long red leather trench coat, and he's got silver hair. Yeah. And giant guns.
That's fire as fuck. That's fire.
Yeah, it's sick. Yeah. Did you watch the original Dragon Ball?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
like when you was a kid and shit, and then like I watched like the you know, when like he got older and there was like the Cell saga and you know, Boo saga and all that shit. Frieza, I fucking hate Frieza. I don't know why.
Fucked me up.
Like. He just pisses me off. I'm like, yo, stop talking, bro. I'm gonna smack you. But I know.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like bro. Like, and it's fucked up because he comes back all the way in Dragon Ball Super. I'm like, what are you doing here, bro?
Over it.
I thought you were in hell. Like, stay over there. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's what I couldn't stand about the Cell saga. The Cell saga was the most infuriating for me because I was like, like, why does he keep coming? Why does he keep changing? Stop growing, dude.
And you know what's trippy is that there's literally like hell in Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah. It's religious. Well, it's semi-religious, man.
Yeah.
Goku is Jesus.
Yeah.
Goku's Jesus?
Goku's Jesus.
Whoa.
Yeah, look into that. Find that on Reddit.
Holy
he's a man
shit.
god.
Yeah, man. He's reincarnated. He comes back.
He's man god.
He's a man god.
True, he keeps getting
God man, how like Jesus is.
Yeah, Goku is king, man. Goku is king.
Yeah, and he comes back and he's like, yo, hold on.
But after a while, they don't even care. Like, Goku's dead. Like, I'll just get him back later.
We'll find whatever. There's only, 9 of them? We'll find them.
But if Goku and Jesus got into a fight, who do you think would win?
Ooh, I don't know.
Goku for sure.
Jesus is pretty meek and mild, you know?
I mean, yeah, he's doing his thing. He'll like let himself get killed and shit and be like, yo, word.
If it was the South Park Jesus, I don't know. It'd be a fight. Dragon Ball was like the first anime I ever saw. I must have been like 8 or some shit. Mm-hmm. And at that time, like American cartoons were so like X-Men.
Yeah.
You know, like Wolverine's head was always a different size. And, like the animation was fucking weird. Like the yellow on the suits was always different. Yeah. And they had wacky shows like Biker Mice from Mars and fucking like Shark Force with like sharks.
Force?
Yeah.
Shit.
This is back in the day.
Oh,
it's fucking
shit.
Wacky shit. And I was like, oh, cartoons are dumb. They're just dumb, but they're fun. Whatever. That's it.
The animes, on the other hand,
I saw that and I was like, there's actual like heart and soul in this, you know? And then Naruto happened and I was like, okay, that's it.
Hell yeah.
That's it.
I was so surprised when I saw Naruto Shippuden, like it really hit me like randomly because I didn't even know it was out, first of all. Cause I read it. I've been always reading the manga and shit, but like when I saw Shippuden, when I saw like the chapter when he's like, the niggas is older and they got into like one of Orochimaru's bases and like they're like Sasuke's like, yeah man, I'm all brand new. Look at my chest through this motherfucking new outfit. Like, you know, with this big weird like purple belt. But anyways, it looked cool still.
Yeah.
And like I was just like, holy shit, like wow, this is sick. But like it's fucked up is I haven't even checked out the final episodes. I just really read the end of the manga.
I haven't got into Shippuden at all yet.
It's cool as fuck. It's legendary. I mean, Naruto goes like basically Super Saiyan. I mean, yeah, pratiquement basically. So comment juste ça, genre. Anyways, yeah, because I mean, he has like a form at one point, just him glowing, and it's like okay. I mean, he has the same color outfits as Goku too, if you think about it.
Yeah, he's orange blonde.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Kind of quirky, you know. He's one of those like he's one of those like he's not an anti-hero. He's like a what would you call it? He's like a fool hero. Yeah. He's like the fool on the side of the road like a Yoda.
Yeah. He's like, yo.
That just has the most power in the universe. Yeah.
Yo, no, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I kind of feel like that in a way because it's like people be underestimating me in a way because I'm just like, who the fuck I am and shit, right? But then, like I know I have like some crazy potential up beside me. So I feel like I relate to them dudes in a way, you know. But I don't want to have like a hero complex where I'm like I gotta save everybody. So I'm just like. Have a time. I'm just like, yo, I wish the earth would just explode. Like, I'd rather be a super villain, low key.
Yeah,
like, you know? Because, like, most of the time they're cool as fuck. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, a lot of super villains are, like, fly as fuck. And it's like, damn, that's it.
Yeah, some of the best characters out there are villains.
Yeah.
Because I think they show us our true colors, you know?
True.
If you can empathize with a villain, that's a well-made villain.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Joker. Like, a perfect example is the Joker, of course.
Yeah. Yo, I gotta watch that movie again because, like...
Oh, the new one?
Yeah.
You seen it? Yeah.
I saw it, but, like, I'm ashamed to say that I fell asleep. Because, like, I fell asleep because...
burn.
But no, not because, like, it was boring and shit, but just because, like, the night before I hadn't slept at all. And, you know, day 2, I didn't get a chance to nap or nothing. And after that, my homie was like, yo, you ready to go see Joker? I was like, yeah, I...
Yeah,
like,
an action movie.
I was like, watch it, and I was like, pinching myself. Like, yo, just please stay up. Like, this is fire, please. Just stay awake. And then, like...
Yeah, but, like, if I pulled an all-nighter or whatever and went and saw, like, Dunkirk or some shit, which was...
Oh, shit.
I'm falling asleep, you know?
Yeah, I saw that movie, too.
And I probably would again.
We're the same friend. I'm dead. But, like, yeah. Okay, I feel you.
But watch it again, dude. I want to watch it again. also want to watch Jesus is King again because that shit was great.
I need to go see that shit.
And what was the other one? Fuck, Walker.
Joker.
No, the one we got to see one more time. Oh, I want to go see Once Upon a Time in Hollywood again.
Oh,
that's not still in the theaters though, is it?
Is it?
It might be. I don't know.
I'd like to see it in theaters again.
Making money though.
It's gotta be making money though.
Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah,
I gotta peep that. I like his movies a lot.
that's a great movie, dude.
Tarantino.
It's peak Tarantino.
Yeah?
Well,
Like-
no, it's almost subversive Tarantino.
Yeah, it is.
No spoiler,
Yeah,
but spoiler alert, but no spoilers.
Oh,
So,
fuck.
like he keeps the Tarantino like kind of curtained the whole
he makes
movie.
Fun of himself.
He makes fun of himself in a way, but it just fucking it rips, dude.
Nice.
Yeah, go check that movie out. That movie's sick. No, but I think this one is his best one.
Okay.
Before this one came out, I would have said Kill Bill.
Kill Bill. Ooh,
Yeah.
that's a good one. That's a class.
And then it's a toss up between definitely Kill Bill, but then it's a toss up between I'm more into his newer ones. Like I'm not gonna be all like fucking Myland and say like, oh, I love Pulp Fiction or Reservoir Dogs is my favorite. But like I like it's a toss up between. I thought Django and Inglourious Basterds were both like masterpieces.
Oh shit.
He got
that
into a
was fire.
revenge thing,
Django
right?
was crazy, huh?
He got into this like super revenge.
What, Django?
Well, like Django and Inglourious Basterds are both like revenge fantasies.
Yeah. Oh, revenge is
And then
just a work of art.
yeah.
Indeed. But yeah, I like those a lot. Glorious Bastards was really good, and Django was really fire. It was so fly. I was just like the whole time I was like,
Yeah.
like that part where he's like walking across and shit, and then you hear Rick Ross and shit rapping. You're like, yo, what? Okay, yo, this is lit. And
That
like,
soundtrack too is insane.
Yeah.
That's one of the few like I just put the soundtracks on. You know? Do you ever listen to just the soundtrack of a movie?
Shit, fuck. Let me think. The only
That's
time I've
a
ever
deep-
done that
that
was
is deep.
for. The only time I've ever done that was for Where the Wild Things Are. It's a good soundtrack, and it's like that shit makes me feel so nice inside. I'm like,
What is it? Well, who does the soundtrack? Like the Lumineers or something? What is it? I haven't seen
Karen
it.
and the Kids.
Okay.
It's shit. Yeah, like I don't know. Karen O and the Kids. I don't know. Saying it. What was it again? Karen. I think her name is. I'm in.
Swordfish.
Karen O and the Kids. But yeah, oh man, that shit hit. I was just like, yo, all this love, man. Oh. Like that shit really like really hit me. It was nice. I mean that's the only soundtrack I ever checked out. Other than that, it was like Soul Eater.
Yeah.
Soul Eater soundtrack. That song was just a anime, but like. Oh, and like I guess I mean back then when the Transformers that came out, I really fucked with the soundtracks Linkin Park did and shit. I was just like, yo.
Oh, what was that one again? What I've done.
Yo,
They're
like,
back.
Yo, it was so far because it fit the whole Transformers shit so well. I was like, yes.
Yeah.
It fit the vibe. I was like, yo, this is perfect.
I was super hyped for that movie, man. Like I was so when I saw the first trailer, I saw the trailer in the theaters for the first time. You know, I was probably like waiting to see fucking some Wes Anderson movie, and it was like the last transmission to Mars. We came back, and it was just like the shadow of a robot.
Yeah.
And Transformers was like my childhood. That was like the American shit I was watching before fucking
I fuck with Transformers too.
Dragon Ball came out.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, and Beast Wars? Do you ever watch Beast Wars?
Oh my god.
Or Beasties?
Yo.
Beasties. Beast Wars.
Oh my god.
There's for some reason 2 shows. I feel like every podcast episode I brought up Beasties and Beast Wars, so I'm sorry. But yeah, I still haven't figured out why it's Beasties and Beast Wars. I think it's like American, Canadian. But yeah, man, I got so excited for fucking Transformers.
That's just
Soundtrack
fire.
though, I should get it.
Yeah, it's cool. But like, yeah, man, like other than that, like I know that like Flylo, he did the soundtrack for one of for an Adventure Time episode.
Yeah.
At one point, and it was like a 3D weird ass episode and shit.
Yeah, he's fucking
Yo,
weird.
I love that shit. I was just like, it was such a treat, honestly. Fuck, because I really fucked with Adventure Time and shit. So I was like, yo, Flylo's in this bitch. Like, what?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Well, Flylo got a whole fucking station on Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, every time I play, that's all I'm listening to. Hannibal
I'm
Buress-
listening to.
Hannibal Buress is on that shit too. He's like,
Yeah.
you hear him? I was like, yo! I'm driving over people. I'm like, yo, this is fire.
Yeah. It's
Like-
just chilling, man. That's who I want to be in real life. I mean, I don't want to be running over everybody. But is Hannibal Buress going to be on the new season of Eric Andre?
Probably.
I hope so.
Oh, but like he's like his energy's different. You know, he's
His
no longer
energy's
that
way
dude on the
different.
side. Like
He's not just that dude that called up Bill Cosby no more.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
He's not just like, yeah.
He called up Bill Cosby.
he was like the first guy.
He called him out for real.
Well, like he was like making fun of how like Bill Cosby
Oh.
always knocks black people for like wearing their pants low and not talking right and all that shit. It was one of his stand-up bits, and then he's like, well, at least I don't rape people, you know? Like it was just a fucking blunt ass joke just like that. And it was like footage from like cell phone footage or whatever from one of his shows, and then someone put it online, and then people were like, word, Bill Cosby's a rapist? And then it snowballed from there. I mean, people knew he was a rapist in like the 80s for sure.
Okay.
But like, and they just like kept their mouth shut about it, cowards. But fucking, yeah, Hannibal Buress, man, he started the whole train.
Holy shit.
In at least my view of like pop culture and the news and stuff, that's the way I saw it.
Okay. Word, that's wild. Yo, shout out Hannibal Buress, man.
Yeah. Well, how does Eric Andre still do it? Like, I don't get how he can still, like, doesn't everybody know who Eric Andre? I guess not, but like,
I mean, I do.
Most people do, right? And his show is all about like.
I feel like one of the real ones know shit. If you don't know who Eric Andre is, it's like, yo, what do you even watch, bro? Like,
Yeah.
who are you?
I bet you don't even like music.
Straight up.
You know?
Straight up. Yeah.
But how do you continue to do a show like that where you're just fucking with the guests the whole time and they know you're gonna fuck with them?
Yeah, that's just wild to me. I love that. So many episodes are like, it's crazy because I like how some are so like impulsive, like when he just destroys his desk and shit like that, like, or just. Yo, that was like the naked intern or
Get
some
that
shit.
naked intern out here now!
He was like, I was like, yeah.
I shit you not!
Dude, that was someone's son. That was like Jimmy Kimmel's like cousin or some shit.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Real.
No.
That's so funny, dude.
That's perfect. I love that. Oh my god. Nice.
Like that's how he got the job. He's like, yeah, I'm Jimmy Kimmel's like I'm related to Jimmy Kimmel. Like
You're
I'll
hired.
just be an intern. Yeah, come on. And then they fucking stripped him down.
Yeah. Well, you have to show your dick on that show. I mean, otherwise, you're not getting on.
Yo, that's wild.
It's time for darkness.
I want to give a quick shout out to Christina Applegate. Oh man, I could quote that show all night. Dad, you come out here. I'm interviewing Nick Cannon, the biggest interview of my life, and you decide this is the time to reunite me with your dick hanging out. Just some short white dude. Oh fuck! Well, I'm excited for that. And Rick and Morty's coming out soon too. Eh?
Yeah, so I was like, I saw it on my computer. I was like, oh, Rick and Morty, and I remember that it was on November 10th. There's 3 episodes that they're gonna be feeding to us. Yes, I'm down.
Shit, yeah, Rick and Morty's like fucking heroin. It's like cartoon heroin.
I fuck with Rick so much. Like, I'm like, okay.
Yeah, what a character, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't even know how they're gonna spin it now. I had no idea after the second season. Me and my brothers and shit were like, what's gonna happen?
I mean, season 3's out though. It is.
Well, I know, yeah, season 3's out, but after the second season, there was like a year and a half or something.
True.
There was nothing. And it was like waiting for Jesus' King to drop.
Yo, word. But like, I really fuck with it because like, I don't know, I like how like, I mean, shit, I guess it's like how Rick is and shit, but at the same time I like the I like the character development in Morty and shit.
And the whole like story arc, the whole narrative of the whole thing with like the evil Mortys and the Council of Ricks and shit. This was so crazy.
That's so funny. Imagine being so next level individuals that there's like a fucking citadel, like there's like where all of you from different dimensions come through and they're like, yeah, it was good. Like there's like a fucking what's his name? Jerry Daycare and shit. You know, like, you know how, like, Jerry like, came accidentally on the mission and shit? They're like, all right, they robbed some, like, daycare with, like, a bunch of different Jerrys and shit.
Where, like, the idea, the way they see the wife on the fucking...
Mm-hmm, yeah, she's, like, a fucking
the way you see
mascot.
your husband, and he's, like, a little slug, and she's a giant fucking scorpion alien.
It's fucking cool, because it was, like, so accurate, you know?
It's
like,
beautiful, too. It's so philosophical and shit.
Yeah.
And one of my favorite ones is the universe inside the universe inside the universe. They're all just car batteries.
Yeah, dude. That's so mean.
Yo, who is Dan Harmon, man? Like, what is he? Is that the guy? That's the creator, right?
Yeah, and there's Justin Roiland too. Both of them
he
together.
does the voices.
And like, yo, a lot of the stuff like that you like from there is kind of mainly also from Justin Roiland, because like I went on his website and when he has like, his old animations and you see earlier forms of the kind of shit he's doing now in Rick and Morty. Like, for example, Mr. Poopy Butthole, like how his voice is and shit, like. there's like he has a lot of other characters that like kind of had voices like that back then, like when he was really like those kind of low budget cartoons and shit. It was like a version of Rick and Morty too, but like, anyways, it was just like. It was pretty funny, like just go on his website and there's like a bunch of shit,
Sick.
like the content and this, but you see kind of where Rick and Morty and all of its like quirks and things that we like from it comes from and shit. It's cool. It's cool.
It's just so jam packed with like meaning and.
I like that shit. Some good shit.
Yeah,
bro.
it's real good.
I was really happy when that shit came out. It reminded me of Super. Was it Super Jail or just like that show on Adult Swim, like Adult Swim.
With the superheroes.
No, it's called literally Super Jail. It's like some fucked up Adult Swim show. It's like. Just as long as Robot Chicken is. Like I don't know if you ever seen this before.
Oh, but yeah, it's on. Yeah, it's definitely on that same animation.
Yeah, and it's like very like
haven't seen
fucked
it,
up.
though.
It's cool. It's cool. I'm gonna watch that shit.
Let's throw one on right now, man. Put it on screen. We'll just watch. The next 30 minutes will be us just watching it.
Yo, I'll be with it because yo, Super Jail's fucked up. It's wild.
Okay. Halloween time.
Oh yeah, I could actually put it onto the screen and shit. I mean, you got an HDMI, right?
Yeah, man. You want to put something on the screen?
Fuck my HDMI. I don't have an HDMI hole. My shit is too old.
Oh yeah. Okay, well, fuck. I'll do it. Well, bro, I really appreciate you coming by. It's been super fun. I mean, you came we chilled for like 3 hours before we did.
Yeah, I felt like we could just came through and started it off already. You know,
But
we
I'm
talked about so much shit, but it's all good.
Yeah, man, that's what I live for. I'm glad you're in Montreal. Do you ever feel like do you ever go down and see like does your dad still live in Florida?
Yeah, but we kind of had like a falling out like 2 years ago, shit. But like I've been planning on like
going back seeing your friends.
I've been like,
and stuff.
yo, what's good, dude? And like, cause like it's my fam, man. My little brother's down there and shit. And my brother.
Oh fuck.
Yeah,
Okay.
Like I really want to be around too for to see him grow and whatnot.
Yeah, it's hard, man. It's hard not being around when your bro's growing up.
Yeah, man. Such a cool little dude. But yeah, like I want to go soon. I've been talking to my brother a lot recently and shit, and like I guess he's like kind of out of the crib, so it's like I could just like go crash at his or some shit. But
isn't it so exciting when your little brother's like, get out,
Yeah, it's cool.
Oh, they're
it's
doing
like,
it.
I've seen all my siblings like on their shit. Like I have like a lot of we're like 8, right? And I have like I see most of my sisters have like most of them, like 2 of them, 3 of them have like kids and shit. And I'm like, damn, I'm an uncle. And I'm out here looking like an uncle too. Oh shit! But like, yeah.
Shit, I want to be an uncle. I gotta tell my bros to get on it, man.
It's a vibe, but I mean, I feel like it could be cool. It's like imagine like I get like fucking huge and shit like, man, my Uncle Street Band, it was good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, yeah, man, like it's But I'm for sure planning on going back to Orlando soon. Like I have some friends I really want to see again and shit like that, and just be like, yo, what's good? But yeah, I've been here for too long. Like for the past like 3 years, I haven't gone 2-3 years. I haven't gone anywhere really. No, that's a lie. I went to Japan in 2018. Yeah. But then after that, I was just like, I've been here and shit.
Did you play any shows in Japan?
Nah, but like, producer, homie of a producer, I guess my boy Janvis was there, and he was like, yo, like, cause this dude, that's in Selection, J-Rob, he was there at the same time as me, and he's like a good friends with one of my homies. He was like, yo, just link up with him. And I'm like, alright, cool. And he was DJing at this shit, the Harlem, which is like this club like in Shibuya, and like, I was there and it was a vibe. But I did meet and connect with some people and shit. And I know that next time I go there, I could actually like put something together and like, But I'm really hoping to do that with like 999 Section and shit, and just like pulling up with them and like, because I feel like that's that's our, like, as much as I fuck with I care about the whole J Bandit thing and doing my own thing. Like 999 Section, I feel has like the most potential out of anything I've ever done. Like it's like super fire. I mean, the song I showed you guys upstairs is like. It says it, and there's like a lot. That's a hit, man. That's the next step. That's like it feels like a level. It feels like the next thing. Yeah, because it's cool. Cause it's like for the first time ever, I don't feel as alone as I do in my craft. For example, we do this event at Madame Lee, and we're having Madame Lee like every month. We have a residency basically now over there, and like it's cool because. Usually before I was like on my own, kind of like trying to push it together, book the artist, do this, do that, But now it's like I have this team of homies that are just like down to do shit together, and it's like it all falls into place super nicely, and like we're like, and I don't feel as alone as I felt when I was first here on the scene with it,
Yeah, you need you need like trust for that.
Yeah,
you need to, like, trust
and these dudes were there for me, like yo. They saved my like they literally like saved my life. Like so like yeah, man. Like yeah, Triple Nine section. That's my shit. Like
Right on.
That ass, yeah.
Are they all from around here?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they're all from here except one of them is from Sweden, Oscar. But like
Oscar,
for sure we'll all link up and stuff. But like yeah, all of them are from here. One of them, Ami Deluxe, is from Setsid, and but everyone's from here and shit.
Cool.
You know? Birds and whatnot. But
Dude, it'd be so much fun to go on a tour with like a whole crew.
yeah, for sure. Like that's what I feel like is gonna go
It'd be
down.
so much
That's,
fun.
like,
Go to Sweden, dude.
Yo, definitely. Plus that's where like Spotify's based and shit. Let me see if I can. Like,
Oh yeah, I
click
didn't
the
know
thing.
that.
Yeah.
Spotify's based in Sweden?
Yeah.
I had no idea. I'll go knock on their door. Can I upload a song? Just with a guitar? You guys like music, right?
You guys like music, right?
So, can I, like, play here?
Yeah. They told me to go on Spotify, so like Google Maps it, and it's a long flight.
Dude.
Yo, that'd be sick. I haven't been to Sweden, but I know they have a lot of good hockey players
Oh, where?
and a lot of good DJs. Isn't Todd Turgey from fucking Sweden?
Who's Todd Turgey?
Todd Turgey was like he did like he had a hilarious fucking album. Well, I shouldn't say hilarious, but
Does he have a
you know.
beard? Sometimes
he
has
might.
a beard from these
but
pictures.
he's got a big beard.
Looks like Bon Jovi.
Oh, he's Norwegian. Okay, no, he's not Swedish. He does fucking awesome stuff. His album in 2014, when I was like peak Pitchfork, those days are over. But like, his album is called "It's Album Time."
It's album time.
It's album time. He's just a DJ. Time to make an album. I got enough singles ready.
That's really how my process works too. I swear
Yeah.
to God, like I'm just here making songs I can write from like for a couple months. I'm like, yo, that shit fits so well with this, that, and that. Like basically what I showed you guys earlier is like that's how it happened. I'm like, yo, those songs fit so well together. Let me put them together.
Yeah, man.
It's album time. Let's go.
It gives me
Yeah.
anxiety just like thinking about how you curate, like how you like for you to put an album together, because I know how prolific you are and you must always be going, but you're also so like your stuff is so different. You get deep and like really feelings heavy stuff, and you go really hard, and then you have a really good, like you focus only on the sound design for a minute, and then only on the bars. So like yeah, like it gives me anxiety just to think like how you sequence your albums. Like, what do you try and like capture the mood of like a season, or like what you've been like? How you said you
Just
had a rough
basically-
year.
Yeah, so it's basically what shit I go through. You know, a lot of it is
Yeah.
based in shit I go through and thoughts I have about myself and things that go down in my life. Like for example, the Bad Mind project has been very just like me trying to like come to terms with not come to terms, but just like facing, I guess, my really like the dark side of things. Like, for example, like I have like a song called "I Hate You" on it. It's literally just like an ode, like to hate, you know, and just like kind of like acknowledging when you're hateful, when you're spiteful, resentful, and like vindictive, shit like that. Because it's like I mean, it's not really based. The song wasn't a song for a person in particular. Just kind of like it was how I was feeling at the time. Because I mean, for the longest time, I've had like anger problems and shit since I was a kid. I mean, I got expelled from 2 schools before first grade because I was out here snapping and shit, you know.
Never would have guessed.
And like, yeah, that's the thing.
You're
Everybody
the
says that.
happiest motherfucker I've ever
Everybody
met.
fucking says that. They're like, yo, what? Like, you used to like fucking be turning up on niggas like that? I'm like, yeah, dog. But like, I'm chill. That's the thing. Like, I be chill most of the time and stuff, and I'm just hanging out. But just like when something happens, where somebody like crosses me in a fucked up way, or just like tries me in a weird way, or just like it's not just tries me. It's just like. I don't know, man. It has to be something. Because for example, to get a strong reaction from me, you have to like kind of fuck with something that hits close to home. You know what I mean? Something that I'm just like that I give a fuck about, or some shit. Or I don't know. I don't give a fuck about, but just that like I don't know how to explain it. It depends really. Like my anger, like, but it's fucked up because I don't really like be out here snapping on people and shit like that. Like I'm just chilling most of the time. It's like, for example, I have a lot of jobs where like I kind of have when I'm at odds with like somebody and shit. And I'm just like, yo, this guy's pissing me off, guy. And he's like, yeah, you're pissing me off too. And like we kind of like explode and shit. But, like,
Does the music help?
yeah, for sure. Like when I made "I Hate You," it was like perfect for that. Like it was literally like I love performing it. I performed it a couple times only, and like it was like such a relief and shit. And like it's a song that embodies that rage of mine that's kind of been plaguing my life for a while. And Bad Mind 2 just embodies just like I guess just toxicity, you know, and just being like a toxic person in some ways, you know, because I had been in and like I feel like, you know, who hasn't, you know, that's the thing, who hasn't, that, yo, I swear to God, that's the thing, because like I was just thinking that the other day, I was like, yo, people talk about toxic relationships, toxic this and that, but it's like, it never think that it's gonna happen to them, but like it happens to fucking everyone.
Happens to everybody.
Toxic shit happens to everybody, and people get toxic in different ways, and like sometimes you won't even see it because you're too busy having like a kind of like righteous savior ass clown complex. Where like, yo, I'm a good ass person.
Yeah.
So I would never, but it's like they end up. Anyway, it's complex and fucked up.
They bury it down.
Yeah.
You know, I think acknowledging like the dark side of every human is like, that's what it takes to be a good person, you know, or to be like, if you're gonna split it good and evil, or whatever.
Sure.
What's that fucking quote?
For sure.
Nick knows a bunch about philosophy. What's the fucking like the division between good and evil runs down the center of every person's heart, you know?
Yeah.
Which I think is like absolutely perfect, because you can be someone who only wants to do good in the world, but then you also get, you know, full of rage, and your blood starts to boil.
Yeah.
And when your blood starts to boil, some people feel like a bad person.
Yeah. But I mean,
That's just part of everybody.
I feel like there are such things as bad people or whatever, you know, like fucking serial killer, terrorist ass dude. But it's like, in a way, like I guess for sure, obviously, if someone's running around with an AK-47, I mean, that guy's bad news. But like, if like I feel like
he just went through. He went through a lot of doors. You know, he went through a lot of like, fucking one-way streets.
I know one of my favorite anime is Yu Yu Hakusho. Like one of the villains, he wants to open the gate between like I guess the demon world and like the human world and like destroy all the humans because he saw this secret tape that shows all of the atrocities that mankind has done.
Oh yeah.
And he's just like, yo, I got you.
It's over.
Like to him, it's like, you guys have to die. I'm sorry. You know, like to him, he's like, yo, I saw this shit and this is not gonna fly. Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? End of the world, you know? So and like fucked up enough, like I understood that. I was like, word, okay. But like, you know, like I guess that's not really the solution, I guess, but it's a solution in a way, but like it's just like
we're kind of dealing with that shit right now though, right? Because we have the internet where we can just know anything instantly.
Yeah.
Fucking just hack your way into the mainframe of the human consciousness.
Yeah.
And we are every day, you know, witness to all of the evils of mankind.
Yeah.
And so
especially
I think
on
it's
dark web, yo, especially there.
Oh yeah. When you get to fucking 16chan, whatever.
16chan.
Does it just duplicate like that? 64chan. 44.1 chan, man.
666 chan.
Yeah, when you get to that shit, man.
That's like the fucking
When you get to that shit, fucking Epstein and Walt Disney are still alive and they're dancing.
They're like, they have their own threads and just chilling, like, yo, guys.
But like I think now more than ever, because of that, because of our awareness of the evil or whatever you want to call it, the bad in everyone, it's the most important and also the most powerful to be positive.
Yeah.
Because now we have evidence of like the audacity of being positive in such a broken and horrible world.
Ooh, the audacity of being positive, yo, that ass. That's true. Yeah, I feel that. Word. Come what?
And you inspire me, man, because of the way you approach all this this music and shit.
Word.
So fucking cheers, bro.
Yo, cheers, my guy.
And thanks for coming by. How long have we been on, man? Are we fucking burning time or what? Jeez, it's been a minute. But okay, where do the shoutouts start? Where do the shoutouts start? If we're gonna get out of here, the 999 crew.
Yo, 999 section
Bandit on all platforms.
Yeah, like that. I mean, there's some new shit. Don't Lie just came out. Shout out to La Beat and all that for all that. Roller Coaster 2. And shout out to 999 section. We about to come through with it. You know what I mean? It is the year of the 9, so like, couldn't pull through with that. And I guess I got like some kind of EP coming out at the end of the year. Hopefully, probably. If not, it's like all the shit next year with the Golden Prospector Records and Pan Am Era, which are some like labels in France and shit that I've been working with.
Oh, cool.
So some stuff with them too. And like, yeah, man, like we out here and I'm out here on Antennas, 9th Section Radio 2. That's pretty much it, really. I guess I'm like on Instagram, but I ain't really on that except for when I be manic. But like, yeah, Yeah.
Facebook and fucking
Yeah, I mean,
Twitter and shit.
yeah, it's all there, you know. But
Right at J Bandit.
Yeah.
JEI.
JEI.
JEI Bandit.
JEI, yeah, JEI Bandit. And 999 section for like 999 section shit. And yeah, that's the deal.
Well, check it out, everybody, because you will be pleased. It's very, very good stuff. And man, thanks so much for coming by. It was super fun.
Thank you for having me.
And we'll do it again sometime.
Hell yeah.
Have some more candy and fucking.
You already know. Shit, imagine if I got that Ferrero Rocher pyramid.
Oh man, the pyramid for Rocher that cost fucking $1,000.
Yo, sir.
It's an IGA, man.
Fuck.
Jeez, what are you doing?
I'm gonna cop that. Next bag I get from this music shit, I'm gonna cop that.
Man, when I make it, when I finally get out of these hard times, I'm buying some fucking Ferrero Rocher.
Yo, they're the best, yo. But I just want a big one. But it sucks how the big one has like little ones inside.
You want like a grapefruit size Ferrero Rocher?
Because like the inside is so awesome. Like but like exactly you know the big one we saw earlier.
Yes.
It's like it's a hoax. There's like little ones inside of it. It's just like a shell. It's retarded. But anyways,
More horse
For real.
shit. More horse shit from the big chocolate, you know? Fuck that.
horse shit from the big chocolate.
Yeah, big chocolate companies. Shit. All right, man. Thanks so much. Jay Bandit, ladies and gentlemen. Don't sleep.